welcome everybody back to the world of Elzorya. It has been a little bit. We've taken some time off for Werewolfkinz Con, but this is still Werewolfkinz Con. So what we're playing tonight is a one-shot set in the frozen north in a little settlement named Hearth's End. So we do have some familiar faces that you'll notice from the normal Daggerheart campaign, but they are playing different characters tonight. And I do want to re-stress that this is an in-canon, in-world one-shot. So we'll see if it has any effect on the main narrative of the campaign going forward. But welcome. Let's play some Daggerheart. We have some people that are newer, so there might be some instances in which I explain the rules a little bit. But you know what? A good refresher for everybody is always nice. So, because of Daggerheart, there are two resources: hope that you all have, and fear that I get. Now, at the beginning of the game, I start with a number of fear equal to the number of characters. So I start with 5 fear. But this is Werewolfkinz Con, so I'm going to start with 6 instead. So.
And we get hope equal to the number of players?
Nope, you start with 2, regardless. Regardless. So, and I will share.
Hey, worth a shot.
I'll share the fear tracker so that you can all witness how much
God.
fear there is.
I was going to say, you don't want to see the... I feel like we don't want to see the fear tracker in Elzorya. I think it's gotten an upsettingly amount of high, and half of that is Ravnok's fault.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, if all else fails, blame Ravnok, right?
He did join this game for no reason, so yeah. He's fair game.
That motherfucker pulled out the twin brother excuse and somehow made it work.
Multiple times.
Mavin.
The light.
Fucking Mavin, dude.
At Hearth's End. Are we all ready to get started?
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm never emotionally ready for anything.
That's fair.
I suppose.
So let's just learn a little bit about where we are. Hearth's End. Hearth's End is a settlement to the far northwest of what you are normally used to seeing as part of the Elzorya map. It is very isolated from the rest of the world. It's it's a cold place. The people who live here are rugged people. They are fortified against the elements and the dangers that reside in this region. For outside the light of the Everflame, is death. Dangers that many don't even know their origin for. The Everflame itself is a magical pyre in the middle of town that has been enchanted to keep anything out that is not one of the mortal races. So that would be you all, basically. But things come close to the light. You see them moving from time to time. You know they're out there. People go missing all the time. Just like one little girl recently. Aurelia has been missing for a couple days. She was last seen playing much too close to the edge of the light that her father would have liked. There's not really been a sign of a struggle. She just wasn't there. She just didn't come home. That father, I would now like to introduce themselves. So can you go ahead and tell us your character's name? And you know who you are.
Yeah. So I will be playing Elendril Celadon. He is one of the hunters of this village, and has lived here for his entire life. Aurelia is his young 10-year-old daughter, and her mother, just a couple years ago, died in a tragic hunting accident. Since then, Aurelia has become more adventurous, more of a risk taker. She's begun playing very close to the edge of the light and has mentioned a couple times this imaginary friend Rebecca, and at first I dismissed it as maybe just like a coping mechanism, something to do with her mother's death, but now she's disappeared, and I don't know what to think. But I need the help of anyone willing to offer it to find her and bring her back.
Speaking of, there are many people in this town who know you and your family and your daughter. There aren't many kids in town. This is not necessarily the place most people raise a family. There's some, but not many near Aurelia's age, which is one of the reasons you imagine she was making up friends to play with. But there are people that, if they don't care for you on a personal level, at least know you and know of the child you speak. And there have been some volunteers that have offered to help you. One of which, actually, I'll let you pick. Who goes next? Who do you ask first for help?
I think that the first person Elendril would go to is someone that a lot of the town relies on and holds in high regard. The local warden, the seraph in our town, Rolf.
Well, I am Warden Rolfkinz. Haha. Yeah, I'm the only member of the Seraph Council here, so... and somebody had a joke to send an Infernus Seraph up here, because I love the snow, I want you to know. But, you know, I've always believed that the youth are the future of our world, and I am more than happy to help you find her. We need to find some others and set off as soon as possible.
Thank you, my friend.
And I would say I would next introduce my friend, the wizard.
The wizard. I believe that would be Epsilon.
That's me. Yeah, Vesper Knox is a sort of up-and-coming theological scholar more than anything. She's been honestly traveling all over the place, just learning about she's aware of the gods, and she was raised on like the teachings of like the scholar and the mage and such, but she wants to see how other gods and other cultures and other religious practices are done and how they came about and what influences them and the symbology, and that led her all the way up here. She quite liked this quaint place, so she stuck around for a little while, but...
And it is nice and quaint. I mean, that is a good way to describe this. Despite the horrors that lie outside the flame, inside the town is warm, cozy, and because it's such a tight-knit community and very small, you know, it has that... Sorry, you distracted me with your chair. Lost my train of thought. I saw you just popping down. It has that really tight-knit community. Anyway. Who's next? Did you have anybody that you would bring into this Vesper? Or is there
I don't know if Vesper would know anybody closely, but I think she'd probably like be very intrigued by Moss, another very magic-y person, but in kind of a different way.
Yeah, Moss. How about you tell us what Moss looks like? Who they are?
Moss Agate. She is about 3.5 feet tall. Ribbit, which is a frog person. She comes from the Shattered Owls, which is like a tropical area. She looks like a poisonous tree frog almost. with like lime green and red across her body. Coming from the Isles, that's where she began learning magic, where she met her master. But tragically, her master she fell in love with, and he had a horrible accident in a portal where half of them went in the portal and the other half went somewhere. But with her master's power, she was able to save a skull, and she carries it around now on her staff. Most people find her extremely creepy because of this, but he still helps her. He still talks to her on occasion. Because of this, people had lots of rumors about where she came from and what happened to Oogie, her master, and she just couldn't take the rumors anymore. She couldn't take all the headache and the sadness. So she moved to the far ends of the planet just to be alone and hopefully maybe figure something out for Oogie.
I feel like Vesper would have zero qualms about the skull and would, like, nicely but persistently attempt to befriend you.
Yeah, I'm sure Rolf would also, because I think Rolf would find that very endearing that you were such a caring person.
Just for my own benefit.
Go ahead.
Oogie, do other people hear him speak, or does he only speak to you?
Normally, just to me.
Okay.
He's a lot weaker than he used to be. Times went on, his magic's draining. Okay. But he's been known to whisper to others when I'm not around.
That's good to know. What was your question, Epsilon? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I just realized I was about to cut Duke off. I forgot to mention I am also an Infernus.
Also, if I could ask, Moss, what was your class? Druid?
She's a witch.
Okay. So we have one left, and I'm just gonna introduce you, since I don't know if you even have a connection. Vil, would you like to tell us what your whole deal is?
Yeah, Vil is basically a merc for hire. He was just created to be a weapon, created to be a number, created to be just a killing machine. He wasn't raised to be anything else. He hid himself for a long time. He's very, he wears a lot of dark clothing. He keeps a belt wrapped around him that keeps his wings shut most of the time, as he was trained without flight. So when he unleashes his wings, that's when people get scared. But essentially, he's only 14 years old, but he's on a mission to kill his mother.
Cool.
I think personally that I would...
Yep, it's another one that the tieflings are going to respectfully but persistently attempt to befriend.
Yep.
I like how friendly everyone's being, though. Okay.
I told myself I was going to be the inverse of Rhea.
I know, you did. So far, your character, even the build is the inverse. So, you would know, Elendril, that those that leave the safety of the fire, of the Everflame, it's usually a ticking clock. The sooner you find them, the better. And at this point, it's been almost 24 hours. And you also know that the dark seasons are coming. What that means is, just based on where this is in the world, it's like one of those places in the far reaches of Alaska. There are times throughout the year where it has multiple days of darkness, where the sun doesn't rise. And while we're not quite there, the days are getting shorter, and it's coming. And the darkness is when whatever's out there usually moves. So unfortunately, you are going, time is of the essence. You don't think waiting until the next day is really going to help you, so despite your best judgment, you plan to leave tonight. You've all gathered around the Everflame if you'd like to have some conversations, get to know each other.
Thank you all for offering your aid here in this desperate matter. Especially you, stranger. I don't think I've met you before, referring to Bill.
I got a lead from someone I'm looking for. And your little task can help me to see if I can find them. And if I do, bonus. If I don't, well, save the child.
Right. Well, I will gladly help you in that, if I can, in exchange. But yes, we should set out as soon as possible. Really, is everyone ready? Are there any last-minute preparations we need to make?
Well, I'm ready to head out. And Bill, of course, I'm always glad to have you along and close by.
Oh, you two are familiar with each other? You trust this person, Rolf?
I know Bill.
They've paid me before.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that they are efficient at what they do.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Rolf knows everyone.
I guess that's kind of his job?
Like, literally everyone. No, I mean literally everyone.
Oh.
Well, not literally, but certainly everyone here in this little town.
Oh, damn it. That was supposed to be a joke.
I think he knows more of my victims than more of my friends.
Well,
Alright,
that's
you've
true.
just turned my deadpan joke into... You've just made my deadpan joke that didn't even work in the first place go sour.
I do like, though, like Rhea, you still make jokes that don't land on the rest of the group.
My apologies, Vesper.
Rhea
Sometimes,
tries way less than Vesper. Fair.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Vesper. Sometimes your wit just goes right over my horns, and I miss it completely. It's so sharp and rapier-like sometimes. Just swishes right by me. So my apologies.
That is the strangest metaphor I've ever heard. She starts writing things. She starts writing down sharp things whoosh over people's heads.
Moss.
Hmm.
You hear very faintly to you. I don't like this. You shouldn't be doing this. It's too dangerous. Nobody else hears that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said Moss.
I
I was like,
like,
dramatic effect drink.
For a second, I was like, oh,
Those
wait,
are-
shoot, that's me. That's me.
I was thinking,
Um,
odd time to take a drink, but you do you.
yeah. Yeah,
Everyone take
so
a
I can take
sippy
so I can do a
dramatic
spit
effect.
take. Actually, I'll feel like maybe that was what happened. I'll just do a spit take into the fire and be like, oh, well, I know, honey, but we gotta find them. Like, we can't just continue letting kids go missing.
Important question, are you doing like Ava and fully talking to the voices in your head out loud?
Well, I would also assume, since I've been living here for a while, most people probably already know this about me.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just sitting
probably
here
true.
talking to this dead
Okay,
skull
that's fair.
in front of everybody,
The last poor
and
York
just
style.
looking like, yeah, just like
It's-
turned it
it's
on
so
its face, looking right at me, even though you all don't hear anything.
It's so sweet and enduring, though. It's such a lovable trait.
Did Oogie mention something to you, Moss?
He's trying to talk me out of it. He's trying to talk me out of helping.
I was a bit surprised that you were going to come. I didn't think you'd like to leave from the Everflame.
Well, I don't really like a lot of people, but I do care for children, and she's one of the only ones around here.
Then let us go save her.
Yes, time is of the essence.
Moss, I will trust you. And no, I'm... Well, not that I could go anywhere, but... I'm with you to the end.
And you. Just keep me safe like you always have. And then I'm gonna like kiss him right there in front of everybody.
Oh,
You can
that's
feel...
so sweet, though. I mean, look at that. Look at the love there.
You can feel against
I mean,
your
you have to
lips
admit.
the skull move ever so slightly. With the magic fading, when they speak, their mouth doesn't move like it used to. I mean, at one point it was very animated, and you feel it trying. But it's just a reminder of just how far away from your husband you are these days. As it's no longer strong enough to kiss you back, but it tries. And that's comforting.
Mhm.
So, is it like a puppet deal, or is he schizophrenic?
Save your
Are you going to say that out loud? Are you saying that out
yeah.
loud?
Yeah, Villy's still a 14-year-old child.
no filter.
No Vilter.
No filter. Nice.
I get a fear
I'm
for
pretty
that.
sure it's some sort of soul bond magic. Not one of my personal specialties, but something
Oh,
I'd
this is-
really like to understand.
It's way
I'm pretty
above
certain that it's real.
me.
Yeah, I think it's real because I'm pretty sure I have heard that voice before.
Same though.
So people can come back from the dead. So I can kill it
Oh.
twice, is what I'm hearing.
Absolutely.
No, it's just
That's not
No,
the
I
reason
think this
for
is-
people coming back.
this is more
You're
of
just gonna
like
get like a real
bonding.
sling grown on his face.
Oh my
Uh.
god, Rolf! Don't give him the wrong ideas. It's just
I
bonding
told
the
you that was
lingering
not the
remains of a
reason.
soul to the last physical remnants of a body.
So if I tie her to
Ah,
something,
yes.
I can kill her again. Is
Well,
it
you'd
so
have to
weird?
find someone who could do that for you, or learn to do it yourself. It's not exactly a walk in the park.
I will
I
say
don't suppose.
this. I will say this.
Yeah, maybe a little spider.
And Rolf, this does not affect or have to affect any way that you choose to feel. You would know that just based on the religion itself is based around death and rebirth. There is a
Right.
constant cycle of reincarnation that's going on in Elzorya. To bind a soul to a body is viewed as blasphemous. Now, I imagine that there are situations, especially since this was accidental, that it doesn't bother you. But just so you're aware, that is part of the tenets of the faith.
It might rustle your
This
jimmies
was
a little bit.
unintentional. Well, this
But
is unintentional,
this
and
one
it was
was-
probably going to bother me at first. But after I saw the interaction and that I knew the history, I came to accept it. Now I'm pretty sure I've even heard the voice speak to me in the past.
Sure, and
You've
that's
only
why
got
I don't
one
want
Jimmy
to
rustled.
affect what you were doing.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure you have the information in front of you.
Yeah, that's good because I didn't know that about the world in general.
I always have
Lord
to push
God.
those religious boundaries.
Yeah, I got to make sure religion plays a big role in the overall narrative. And
If
where
it's
we're at
not
right now,
me,
so
if it's not gonna be me, it's gonna be you. So
we got to have some blasphemers in the group. It's just how
some
the group
casual
goes.
heresy,
Heresy. That's the word you've been using. So
But I would say that I was put in the middle of nowhere because I wasn't exactly the most straight and narrow councilman part of the Seraph
Yeah,
Council.
good point. Good point. So you've been
Just
assigned
Rolf
here.
also like men.
Punishment.
You've been assigned here. I see. Okay. And no, there's no problems with homosexuality in this world. We just established that. They're cool about shit.
No. He said he's not the most straight as an arrow.
Oh,
and so
I see
took
what
it
you were doing.
literally.
I got you. I was like, this isn't the Catholic Church. This is the fake
Fuck
church, and they're
no.
cool with that shit.
Yeah, there's nothing that says that within the tenets of the faith. Okay.
No,
No, they-
absolutely not. I was
they love
just
that shit.
taking I was
I'm with you
taking the
now.
words you said and using them literally. God damn it, I did base Rhea a non-zero amount off of myself, attempting to make a joke and it not landing because it's too deadpan.
So
2 for 2 now.
Oh no, my character is completely embracing that.
Oh no, that
Yeah, he
wasn't
like,
Vesper. That was Epsilon.
let's do this. We're gonna do a group roll, okay? And to see what information you might know about what lies outside what awaits you. So I need one person. This is going to be a knowledge roll. I need one person that's going to be the lead for this.
That's me.
Not me. Not me.
Not the person that just turned up.
Vesper? Okay. So everybody else, I need you to make me a knowledge reaction roll. So just go ahead and make the knowledge roll. But it won't generate hope or fear. We're just looking for the numbers. So I've got an 11, 17, 13, 23. Okay. So 11 is a fail, 17 is a success. They cancel each other out. 13 is a success, 23 is a success. So then Vesper's roll gets +2. So she gets +1 for everybody that succeeded on the reaction, -1 for failures. So net +2, rolled an 18, so 20. So here's what you know, or what you've read, or what you've seen. There are your normal things that dwell in the woods. There's wolves and other just beasts that could pose a danger. There have been reports of shambling corpses as well. There's been reports...
Favorite.
Of course. There's been reports of just creatures of pure shadow, darkness. There's also been just strange sounds. You can hear whispers, almost as if someone is conversing just outside the light. Never loud enough for you to really understand what they're saying, but it's almost as if they're plotting, having some kind of conversation. They come around from time to time.
So, lore question.
Yes.
As you said, this is a natural cycle of death and rebirth. Would things like undead be something that I would immediately abhor and wish to strike down?
Yes. Generally, yes.
Like shambling corpses and stuff like that.
So, the thing with the corpses is there is no soul attached to them, right? They are reanimated flesh. So it's not as blasphemous as a soul being tied to something. But in general, they just cause a bunch of shit. Like, because of how they're just mindless, it's usually just protection for the rest of the town. But as far as you don't run into the undead that often. But the blasphemy comes more with the binding of a soul.
The manipulation.
Yeah, exactly. Since the soul has been released from the shambling corpses or the skeletons or whatever, it's not as an affront to the gods, since they've already claimed the soul.
Okay.
I feel like someone didn't go around making zombies and skeletons on purpose.
I will say there is, and this is just for lore reasons, and maybe something that interests Vesper, there is actually a line of study about why these things exist in nature anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
What's causing it.
Vesper is on that shit.
And there's no current answer for that.
It's one of the many questions that she's seeking to answer.
I believe it. So, yes, Moss.
Well, I wasn't sure with the roll that we just did if we got more information other than that, but I was going to see about doing this commune and maybe sit down with Oogie for a second and see if they can help me find this daughter, like find the general direction on where we should start and head this way.
I like this.
I might say this though if we got a better idea, but
I think this is great for this. So you can ask them a question, roll a number of d6s equal to your spellcast trait, choose one value from the rolled results, and reference the chart below for the effect. Okay, so do that. So go ahead and ask your question, and then your spellcast is likely a 2.
Yeah, instinct. I have a 2. So, my question's going to be, can you help us find? Can you help us find her? Give us a lead. Give us a start.
Okay. Choose one value. Looks like you're doing 3. If only that were a crit. You taste a flavor, smell, a scent, or feel a sensation relevant to the answer. There is, as you kind of close your eyes, and Oogie says, I can try. A scent wafts by your nose. A scent of roses, maybe? You do know that was her favorite flower. As you smell around a little bit, it kind of drags you kind of off further northeast. You think you have a general direction, at least.
Oogie says northeast. That is what you said, right?
Yes. That is what he said.
Yeah, northeast, yes. It seems that her fragrance is coming from that direction to at least get us a good start.
Well, by all means, let's head off then.
Okay. Just a point of note I forgot to mention, the knowledge roll that Vesper made was with fear, so I did take a fear for that. So I am up to 7.
Cute.
As you all steel yourselves, enjoy the warmth of the Everflame for just a moment more. You begin to head northeast, in the direction that the dead frog skull told you to go. The second you pass beyond the warmth of the Everflame, it is freezing. You didn't realize just how warm the enchanted flame actually kept you. And the moment you hit the snowy trees, you each take 1 stress. As we go out into the forests north of Hearth's End. What do you all want to do? Do you have a plan? Are you walking blind? What's the idea here? Okay, let's see. Gifted track.
Yeah, so I think Elendril, having this heading from Moss and Oogie, would kind of take the lead and caution everyone to stay close. Try not to stray far from the group. We don't know what to expect out there. I can spend any number of hope. I only start with 2.
Yep.
I think I want to spend just 1 hope.
Okay.
To determine how many were kind of like if we pick up the trail, let's say, and we're following this scent, how many people were here? Was it just Aurelia, or are there more tracks, or maybe more scents mixed in, or something else that I could pick up on?
Okay. You do see, so you spent 1 hope. You do pretty quickly, looking around, going in the correct direction. There's not been many other people, so even though there has been a decent, steady snowfall, you can still make out the faint signs of small tracks. You do see what you believe are Aurelia's footprints. And you also see another pair, as though there was something else. Still bipedal, whatever, 2 feet, They aren't walking side by side. They're walking more in a line, like perhaps one was chasing the other. So that's what you see. Just two. They get mixed in. It's hard to tell which one was in front. Which ones are Aurelia's get a little bit harder as you get deeper in. But you know enough to confirm that there were two beings. Aurelia and something else.
Does it seem like a bare footprint, or is it a bare as in like naked, or is it like a booted footprint?
Booted.
Ah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Is it an adult-sized footprint or another child?
Honestly, somewhere in between. It's not quite as big as you would expect from like your boot print, but it's definitely bigger than a child's.
Is it closer to the size of Ville's? Although I don't know how large Ville is as a person.
Feels pretty tiny, right?
I will say Elendril.
I like to think Ville is probably like half. No, he's a fairy, but he's like a very tall, like half fairy, half whatever. Just like he's just the same size as the 3-foot ribbit.
Okay,
but he's
that's
still
a pretty tall fairy. I would say
he's a fairy. He's closer to an Akatar fairy than a Tinkerbell fairy.
Yeah, let's go with that.
He'll still die without your applause, everybody.
Yes.
Yes. So, Elendril, you start to think back about some of the stories she's told you about her friend, her imaginary friend, you thought, Rebecca. The way she described her was a slightly older girl, maybe a teenager. These footprints could be from a teenager. Not quite fully grown, but not quite a child.
Oh.
This is not somebody that lives in the town, though.
Not that you know of. You don't know exactly who it is. You wouldn't know. But Elendril, you start to think that maybe her childlike imagination was more like telling you something.
I've certainly heard of magics that could be used to sort of cloak oneself from view. It's not much of a leap in logic to assume you could do that for. You could obscure yourself from only certain individuals.
That's a terrifying.
Well, let us pick up the pace.
Whoever Rebecca is, she probably didn't want to be seen. But that could be for any number of reasons.
I only hope that she doesn't mean any harm to Aurelia. We should hurry.
Does this chase here appear in a game of fun or a game of attack?
You can't really tell from this. You can't really tell. One person was chasing the other. They seemed to be running almost in a line, so even who was in front, they kind of blend together. No, you just don't know. Unfortunately. So, are you following the tracks then?
If there's no objections, I would like to.
Yes, I'll be up there with Elendril, and I'll say yes. Let's pick up the pace. We no time to lose.
Elendril, I assume you want to continue searching. Let's go ahead. Give me an instinct roll, and I will give you advantage since Rolf is helping you. So go ahead and roll it, and then just roll an additional d6. 9
with
plus.
Fear. Or with hope, sorry. Plus.
It is with hope, so you take a hope. You get your hope back. 3, 10, 11,
12.
12, which is the DC I had set in my head. Look at that. You guys continue going deeper and deeper. This is the furthest you have ever been. Even as a hunter, even one of the ones that comes out and braves these dark forests on a somewhat regular basis, although typically you do it in the day. This is the furthest away from town you've ever been. As you all are walking for nearly 2 hours, the temperature is dropping with every step you take. There's a light snowfall that started, and a heavy fog kind of rolls over the area. The fog itself almost feels like chill itself. Like when you touch it, it has a chill to it. It feels like you're walking through a cloud almost. And eventually, the snowfall has just been so much you lose the tracks. But you do see, from behind a tree nearby, some very subtle movement. And you hear the distinct snap of a twig. What do you do? You're the only one that's noticed this at the moment.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Ranger. That's what you get.
Excellent. Yeah, I kind of whispered to everybody, like, hey, get low, stay quiet. I heard something off in the woods. And kind of maybe hunker down in some nearby bushes or something, look off in the direction that I heard the sound, and, does anybody see anything out there?
I don't know. Can we search somehow? Look for it?
Anybody who wants to look
Perception?
can... Yeah, anybody who wants to look can give me an instinct roll.
Hell yeah.
Let's try that.
Okay, we have a 20.
Wow.
I love all these rolls. Guys, we got a
That's
20,
beautiful, right?
we got a 15, we got a 14. Decent rolls, but they're all with fear. So I get 3 additional fear there.
I only got a 9.
Also,
1, 2, 3.
I have a thing called Strange Patterns, where I choose a number between 1 and 12. I wrote it down earlier. It was 7.
Okay.
So when I get that number, I can get a hope or clear a stress.
Oh, cool. That's a cool
cool.
feature. So our highest
Yeah.
roll there was 20. Vesper, actually.
Yeah.
You're the one that sees it first. There's this writhing conglomeration of bones. Not quite upright like a skeleton, but it's like a skeleton almost kind of got melted down, and it's just kind of dragging itself across the dirt. You're not sure if it's aware of where you are, but it is moving in your direction. You also hear another branch behind you, and you turn around, and again, not right behind you, but off in a different direction, there's another one. It's gross,
Blasted,
just so you know.
blasted piles of bones. I didn't think anything had the capacity to melt out here. I didn't think bone could melt.
Magic.
Oh, it can melt.
It does look like they've been melted and fused together. What are y'all doing?
I want to know, is that something that's like a thing that one does deliberately, or is that just like something, or is this just like something that kind of happens to bones sometimes?
I'll let you give me a knowledge roll on that.
Is this an occupational bone hazard?
Yeah, you gain a hope. With 10, that's not enough. You got no clue.
I also get another hope because I got 7.
Oh, sweet. God, that's cool. Wizards are cool.
Wait, so how do you gain hope?
Who is using Knight's Glamour? Is that
I
Moss?
picked a number between 1
That's
and 12.
Moss. Yeah.
And when I roll that number on a duality die, I can gain a hope or clear a stress. The number I picked earlier today was 7.
Lucky number 7. Okay. So take your hope. Those of you standing next to Moss see them transform. Do you just look like a normal
I'm going to take
skeleton?
Oogie's.
I'm gonna look like a
No, I'm
skelly.
going to take Oogie's skeleton head with my staff and kind of look like we've been fused and melded together, but we're both skeletons.
Okay.
And then kind of crawl out to them to be
Okay.
noticeable.
Okay.
I love
That's
this.
scary.
Are you doing anything else? Anybody
Don't
else?
fight the
before
horrors.
this happens?
Just be the horrors. Be the horrors you wish to see in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So-
I'm
I draw out
going
my
to-
weapon.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide in the shadows.
Okay. I'm gonna need a finesse roll from that.
Okay.
And I would also like to kind of try to silently creep a little closer to one of them and see if I can get a better look.
Okay. Finesse for that as well.
Can I spend a hope to use my experience, Silent Stalker?
Absolutely. So you get +2 to this roll.
Cool. And it was finesse?
Yes.
So for players that don't know, what are these dice? Like
Which
the hope and the
dice?
stress dice, how do they work?
Okay. So they are both D12s. They're both just
Yeah.
straight D12s. The white one is hope. The purple one is fear. Whichever rolls higher on a normal roll determines who gets the resource. If the white hope die is higher, you get a hope. So you would add that to your currency, your little hope tracker there. And then
Okay.
you would use that to activate your abilities and things like that. You have abilities that require you to spend hope to use. And then you can use a hope like Elendril just did to add one of your experiences to a roll, which gives you +2. In this case, it did not help.
I have a lot
not
of
even a little.
hope-consuming features, so that I think that's why they gave me, the wizard, a very
Yeah.
fun hope generation.
I have rolled 3 times and I have gained 1 hope. Sounds like
Yeah.
real life.
You gave me a lot of fear.
I mean, you should see how Rhea rolls.
And then fear, I get fear that I can use to spend on certain things that we're probably about
Yeah.
to find out.
Yay!
Like the skeletons not buying fucking Moss's Be the Horrors You
We'll
Wish
see.
to See in the World.
Maybe I'm not the one that gives it up.
Yeah, we'll
But,
see because
some
we did.
people have stress that they can spend like a currency, and that's what I just did to do
Yep.
this.
Yes. So I can assign you stress, or some things can assign you stress. But otherwise, you can choose to take stress on some of the abilities. It'll tell you in the ability if it takes that, though. Like it'll say, spend a stress to do this. So if it doesn't, then you don't have to worry about that. Not all classes use stress as a currency as heavily as some of the others.
Just so we're clear, as we're walking into this, I have light-footed, and I'm not necessarily trying to be bait. I am
Okay.
just transformed, and I'm trying to get a general scene of how much zombie action there is,
Okay.
and how many things are going around, and then report back. But we'll see.
And how
I
much they
see.
seem to care, maybe, that we're here.
Or maybe I'll just keep on going, and everybody else
Well,
can die.
We'll see.
You'll just live your best life as a fucked up zombie creature.
I'm gonna put a pin in this this 6 Elendril just rolled, and we're gonna switch back to Moss really quick, since you kind of went out, and all of this is happening after you've left. You kind of make your way. I assume you're kind of approaching one of the others, or just making yourself known.
How about I just do like a big curve around the ones that we see?
Okay,
I'm trying to see the battlefield before the battle.
I see. Okay, as you start going around, and they don't pay you any mind because you look just like them. And I don't think that these things are smart enough to discern, so I'm not going to make you roll to deceive them. As you start to make your way around, you notice that there are at least 10 of these things just kind of crawling around throughout the woods. Give me let's see. Yeah, let's go. Give me an instinct roll. And I'll give you advantage on it since you've got time to do this.
I was sitting there thinking like, okay, wait, can I spend hope on something? Should I spend hope? I'll go ahead and roll again, but
No, it's not. You don't roll again. You just add a d6 to it.
you're right. Okay.
19. Fair enough. As you are making your way around, you do start to see, you counted about 10 of these. But as you're sitting there, more figures start to make themselves known. They don't seem to be aware, but they seem to be looking. You see at least 3 shambling skeletons that are dragging these like really long swords behind them. You see another 2 that are actually outfitted, looks like they died in their battle armor, kind of looking around, making their way through the trees as well. Kind of clumped together, but they've spread out, and they're just kind of, they're walking towards the rest of your group, but they don't yet seem to know that they're there. Until one of them stops, and its eyeless skull just kind of looks in the direction of a very loud crunch. As a Lindrel, you weren't focusing as well as you normally do. This is a very stressful situation. I'm going to spend a fear, and you will take a stress. As this crunches under your boot, and you just freeze and look up. And your eyes meet the undead eyes of a skeleton dragging the sword. He sees you. What are you doing?
Ooh. I think I'm just gonna fire at him. If I can tell that he's locked eyes on me, I'm taking a shot immediately.
Go for it.
No chance.
Boom! Okay. Here's how combat works in Daggerheart. There is no initiative, okay? So the way that this works is you guys decide who wants to go, you'll roll, you guys get to keep going until one of 3 things happens. You fail the roll. If you fail, then play returns to me. When you roll with fear, like you just did, play returns to me. Or if I just get sick and tired of you guys running it, I can spend a fear to steal control. Okay? So, however,
oh, Wolf wishes he had that Incubo quest.
Oh hell yes, I do. I do. That's one of my favorite things. There's just a slight moment as the tension hangs in the air, as you two are just looking at each other, and then you let loose your arrow. You rolled a 20, yes? That absolutely hits.
Yeah, good.
That absolutely
Freaking
hits.
hope so.
What would you do if I was like, sorry about your luck? So 5 damage is going
Run
to be a major wound on this thing. So it will take 2 hit points. As your arrow lodges into where its heart would be, and it just kind of looks down, and then it kind of looks back up at you. Then it's my turn, because you rolled with fear. So here's what the battlefield kind of looks like, and we're going to have to do this theater of the mind because I didn't prep a battle map for a one shot because I suck. You all are
maps are annoying.
Still pretty close together, right? So you guys are. I would say that every one of you is within close range of each other at the moment. Okay. Yeah, you'd probably be far range, I think. So That's true. You went out, so you're at far range. So Moss is at far range. Everyone else is at close range with these enemies that you just saw. With Daggerheart, you can move anywhere within close range and make an attack as part of the action. You don't have to do any kind of movement. You don't have to worry about tracking movement. If you want to move into far range, then you have to pass a mobility check to be able to move on your turn. So if you pass it, you get to go again. But if you fail, then play passes back to me. The more you roll in combat, the more you run the risk of giving me a turn. So this thing locks eyes with you.
Can you move after you attack?
Yes, you can. You can move anywhere, and there's no opportunity attacks in this game either. So you don't have to worry about that. But if you're trying to move... Now, the only thing to be aware of is if you're wanting to move to far range, if you fail your attack, play would pass back to me before you had a chance to do that. So just keep that in mind. So like if you attacked, and then we're saying, okay, after I attack, I want to run away into far range. If you failed your attack, and play came back to me, you wouldn't have had a chance to do that. This thing looks down at you, just looks back up, and it just kind of opens its mouth and being like, and then it just runs at you with its sword. GMs roll a d20 for some reason. Actually, this might hit you. 9? Does a 9 hit you? It doesn't. Okay. This thing runs in, and it just like swings its overhead sword down at you, but you manage to just dodge out of the way at the last second as it slams into the ground, and it just kind of looks up at you. Its dead eyes locking with yours, and your arrow still sticking out of its chest. Now, I'm going to spend another fear to spotlight a different enemy. I only get one free spotlight. To spotlight additional enemies on my turn, I have to spend fear. I also forgot to take the fear from when you rolled, so I'm just going to net it out. So, one of the ones that is heavily armored, it starts marching towards you a little bit slower than the first. You're the only one it sees. Son of a bitch. I'm assuming a 6 doesn't hit you either. No.
My evasion is 14.
Yeah, I figured. This thing also, you're just too quick for this thing, as they've kind of closed in on you. I will pass play back to you at this point, though. Who wants to go now? Keeping in mind there's no initiative.
I'm in the front.
Okay. They don't know you're there, so I will give you advantage on this roll. So that's after you do your attack roll, you get to roll a d6.
I'm going to fly forward to the one that he already hit, drawing out my glowing axe and just like smack the crap out of it, man, and continue flying up above it to survey the battlefield.
Okay, go ahead. Give me your attack roll.
That's the idea.
It's your weaponry.
Weaponry. That's it.
You whap it.
Okay.
Oh, that's not. And
11.
then you roll just a d6, you said?
Yes, that's still with fear, so I will gain the fear. 12. Which one were you attacking? Were you attacking the one?
The one that he had hit previously?
Okay, that will hit that one. So go ahead and roll your damage. That was... Oh, you did.
Hang on,
Oh, no, you
I
did.
have
Okay.
some ability. Give me 1 second. I don't know my abilities real well, so... Dang it. Okay, I'll find it. So do I just roll the die?
Yeah, give me a d8 plus 1.
Oh, a measly 3 points.
3 points is a minor wound for this thing, but it only had 1 HP left.
Nice.
So, as you slice through this thing and fly up into the air, you just dislocate its head from its body as it just kind of falls down to the ground and stays there. You did roll with fear, though, so play passes back to me. As you fly into the air, you start to look around until you just hear the very familiar and very quiet of an arrow. As you now see that there is an unseen archer. Does a 9 hit you?
So my evasion's an 8.
Okay,
I
so
have
9
5
would.
armor.
Okay, so here's how armor works, and will tell you. I'll tell you this as soon as I roll. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are taking 3 points of damage. That is not 3 HP. You're taking 3 points of damage. So you compare that to your damage thresholds. What are your damage thresholds?
7 and 14.
So because it didn't clear the 7, you take a minor injury, which is 1 HP. Every turn, you can spend 1 armor point to reduce your level of damage by 1. So in this case, you could take the damage, or you could spend an armor point to take 0 damage, but your armor would go down to 4.
Oh, I'll take it in.
Okay. So you take 1 HP of damage. I will spend another fear as another arrow comes lobbing your way. 10 would also hit you, I'm assuming.
Right.
And that would be 4 physical damage as another arrow flies into you. So that would still be a minor wound.
Right.
So do you take the HP or the armor?
I'll take HP.
Okay. Let me do this first because I did forget. Oh, you're not vulnerable. Never mind. Can't do that. Okay. I will then spend another fear as these
And Wolf, we're
dredges
afraid.
were called. You gave me a lot of fear. I got to spend some of it. These shambling mounds of bones just start. Well, you're the only one they can see and reach, Elendril. I'm sorry. So they start making their way towards you. 5 of them come towards you. Ooh, I think you might have. It's a 5 though.
5 upsetting corpse demon.
It's a 4.
creatures.
So you don't have to worry about that at all. But I will do one more attack as the knight is going to strike at you one more time. Jesus Christ. That's not going to hit. Your turn.
Yeah, it's some rough rolls tonight.
I'm switching dice. Fuck that guy.
Only for you, I assure you.
Okay, so
You be
there
protected.
is technically no rule about who can go or when you can go. What I do ask normally when we're playing Daggerheart is to let everybody have a turn before we start like letting one person run with it. So whoever hasn't had a turn, you're up.
I'll have a go. Are we able to see the archer from where we are? From those that are still hidden,
Now
if
that
we
they
were
have
to look around.
now that they have made themselves known, yes.
Okay,
Now that they've
how,
shot.
I'm assuming...
They are both
They're-
at far range from where you guys are. They are kind of
Okay.
out in the trees, but
Yeah.
they are at far range.
Okay. I would like to... I need to mark a stress. I am currently in the shadows. I would like to mark a stress to use my ability called Shadow Stepper, which allows
Okay.
me to disappear and reappear inside another shadow within far range.
Oh, sweet.
When I reappear, I am cloaked, which is an add-on to hidden.
Yep.
So I would like to reappear behind the archer. So I need to mark 1 stress.
Okay.
And then I am going to, while cloaked, I am going to stabby stab the archer one.
Okay, go for it. The
How
archer,
do I
right?
do this
Okay.
again?
So you would roll.
Dagger attack.
Yes.
Okay. Dagger attack. 11 and a 5.
18. So you would gain a hope from that. That does hit. And then you would do
That's damage.
11 damage. Damn.
Ooh!
Damn. So 11
that is not
damage
fun.
for the archer is its severe threshold. So you do 3 HP of damage. It has 3 HP.
Okay.
What does this
Um,
look like?
I like to think that probably Elendril is probably maybe looking towards the archer that fired at them, or whoever was the archer fired at. And you're just going to see Vil kind of like... In my idea, it is like the shadows very much like Kingdom Heartsy, where it's like he just appears in this little vortex of shadow, and you're just gonna see his hand with the dagger just like hold the head and just like cut it straight through the bone and rip the head off, and just kind of like push it back and off. And then he's going to hide back in the shadows again.
Okay. If you want to regain the hidden condition, I'll need another roll.
Yes, which is the
Finesse.
finesse. I knew that.
That's what I wanted to
Ugh.
see. Fear, my turn.
That's a
Okay.
fail. I don't hide, do I?
You do not get the hidden condition. No. The other archer
Okay.
seems to, at least to have clocked you. I got a new dice. I just opened this one.
Condition
Let's
also
see how
sounds
this
like
goes.
it could be the name of someone's college
Just
metal band.
opened that.
Yeah, I
So-
had bought it at the Ren
Does that
Fair.
have any?
It's in its package. Now it's in my hand. What was your question?
So is there any extra effect there? Because since he failed and he rolled with fear, does that have an additional effect?
Or do I just fail and it's your turn?
Technically,
You fail and Wolf
yes.
gets a
So,
point of
Like
resource.
something
And
really
Wolf is
bad
using
happens or
use
something.
said resource.
It
You saw
does.
what the roll said. It said
Okay.
Yes.
so.
It depends
I
on.
don't know, I don't
It
know if
depends
there
on the roll. So, like, if you fail with fear, yes, that is the worst possible roll you can have. What I would say
Okay.
is, it doesn't have to have an immediate effect, but I will say he's now kind of made himself known, not hidden, and he's more likely to be targeted going forward. But
Okay,
there's
cool.
not really anything else that would happen. It's just not hiding. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Speaking
I'm
of,
envisioning
Sorry, I'm
he
not trying to
thinks
get
he's
you
hidden.
killed. I just
No.
I'm just trying to figure out what the rules are.
no, you're
I'm just
totally
having a
right.
look at my abilities to see what I can do.
And if it was
I
anything
imagine
besides,
Phil thinks he's hidden. He's like, I'm so spooky and dark and hidden. And then the thing's like,
if there's anything besides trying to hide.
He thinks he's hidden.
Speaking
yeah.
of that,
Meanwhile,
though,
the thing's like looking directly at him, like,
one of the knights peels away, and it does see that you have just assassinated one of the archers as it comes towards you. Okay, that's a little bit better. 15. It's much better. I'm assuming that hits you?
15 will hit, yes.
Okay. This guy has a D10. I like that. The only problem is I don't have one out.
Is this the same in... This is gonna probably sound dumb. Is this the same in 5e when meets it beats it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making
Yeah.
sure.
I think Mothership
Wow,
is
yours
one
a
of the
15?
few systems that's mean enough to
No,
say no.
it's not 15. I can make it a lot higher than that, but no, it's not a 15.
Okay. So, this one is going to
Having a
be
nervous moment.
not too bad. It's only 3 physical damage. However,
Oh, that's a minor.
so it's a minor, so you take 1 HP, or you burn a armor slot. Now, with that,
Okay.
because this thing does have a feature called Terrifying, when the knight makes a successful attack, all PCs within close range lose a hope and gain a fear. That, at the moment, would just be you, because you
Yeah.
went a little bit further away. I'm going to spotlight, though, the other knight, who is going to continue Elendril. All right, this one is much better. I still don't think that's high enough for you. 14?
That meets it.
Oh, shit, yes! I thought you were 15. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so you're going to take 6 points of physical damage.
That is. Ah, damn it! That is a major.
Okay, so you can take 2 HP, or you can spend an armor
Uh.
and take an HP.
I will spend an armor. Yeah.
You can only spend 1 armor, no matter what's coming in at you. You will also, because of his terrifying feature, lose a hope and gain a fear.
A stress, you mean, or?
No, and
No,
I
you
gain a
get-
fear.
you-
Yeah,
Oh, you
Mhm.
get a fear.
Yeah. I just hadn't marked those two
Hashtag
yet.
depressy.
So, yeah, it's awesome. Let's see. Who hasn't been attacked? But they don't know where you are, so I have to...
was gonna say it's
Can
just
I get-
Vesper, but she's just kind of there.
Can I get just like a layout of the battlefield again here?
Okay, so what we have right now, we have one archer that would be in far range from everybody at the moment. Right around the rest of you are clumped up in close range to each other, just kind of spread out. And close range would be essentially like 6 to 9 squares on a battle map. Okay, so you're all kind of spread out within close range. On the other side of that, which would be considered far range, is where one of these knights is, and Bill. And then the dredges are kind of just scattered about in the close range, but they're not really doing anything. So for you,
How many
you're on the side with
dredges
the dredges are
are
the
there?
little 10. There's
10
10
of them.
dredges.
Oh,
Dredges are the bone pile
The bone
bitches, right?
So you would be
Okay.
actually you would be in close range with the archer, the lone archer on the other side. So that's where you would be.
Okay. That is kind of where I was wondering. Where I
Punch
was.
an archer.
Yes.
They tend to be very vulnerable to punching.
I'm just going to go ahead
Okay.
and spend 2 fear because I'm going to spotlight these other 2 normal warriors. 17 and the other one misses on Elendril because again, you're the only one that I see so far. And then 56. 3 points of physical damage. These guys roll like shit, man. Now I'll pass play back to you all.
I
I'll spend
went
an
to
hour to
get
do
my
that,
blanket, but I cannot get my blanket.
Is that cat?
It's Maple's. Yeah, it is Maple's blanket now.
Just need a new blanket now.
Well, I have the one in the back of my chair, but I wanted that one.
One
So
on the back of you. That makes me think of Cookie Monster.
it does look like
Just the
Cookie
color.
Monster. We've got
What?
Vesper and Moss that have not acted. What do you want to do?
Vesper has ideas, but I do kind of need to double, understand how the fuck spell new, when they have the recall numbers, what does that mean?
You don't have to worry about that
That's-
yet. That's for higher levels. Once you get higher levels, you can only have 5 cards in your loadout. That is so you can swap it back out of your vault. It's basically so think of it as a wizard from D&D. It would be like swapping a prepared spell in the middle of the fight. You'd have to spend that amount of hope, I believe. But that you don't have to worry about that till level 5.
Oh, okay. Because there were numbers with lightning.
Yeah,
For all
that's-
these, and I was like,
that's
oh,
not
can I only
applicable.
do some of these? Okay.
Not
Good
level 1.
shit. That's super useful. Let's see. There is at least one dude in far range.
Yes. Yeah, you've got an archer
What-
that's still at far range.
Ooh, that could be fun. I'm gonna use this bolt beacon spell.
Okay.
So I make a spellcast roll against a target within far range. On a success, you spend a hope. Send a bolt of shimmering light toward him, dealing a d8 plus 2 magic damage using my proficiency.
Got it. So
And
let's
then the
have-
target becomes temporarily vulnerable and glows brightly until this condition is cleared. So I'm going to piss him off.
I love that. You're targeting the archer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume making a spellcast roll is my knowledge, whatever
Yes.
just rolling with whatever my spellcasting trait is.
Yep.
And it has a number in parentheses. Oh wait, no, that one doesn't have a number in parentheses. That was a different thing that had a number in parentheses. I can't read.
Well, yeah,
Ooh,
that hits with
nice.
hope. So take your hope.
Nice.
Great roll.
That definitely hits.
I'm
So you have
about
to
to spend it immediately.
Yeah. You basically got a
deal
free
a
use
bu-
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
to roll damage. 8 damage.
Nice.
I do
Yeah,
feel
wow.
and then
I do
he
feel a little
becomes
bad.
vulnerable, and now he's glowing. Oh, is he dead?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he's a
The
glowing
archers-
pile of death.
As it hits, the
He's a
archer
very vulnerable corpse.
literally just kind of like explodes, and just as the pieces rain down, they are glowing, and they make like this nice little glowing pile of bones on the ground.
It's a brief low altitude fireworks show.
Ah,
Very pretty
So.
from Vesper. And the glow is a nice like lilac-y lavender color. Because it
That's
doesn't say what
beautiful.
kind of glowing. I can make it whatever fucking color I
can.
want.
I like lilac. Let's do that. With that, it's
Whatever
still your
color
turn.
Vesper is. Oh.
Well, it's still the player's turn.
Yeah, I know. That's still an O of surprise because you're very want to throw your fear around.
Well, you give me a lot of it, but I'm gonna save a little bit. We
What
still
are
have
you
a
gonna
little
do?
bit to go.
Spend like 20 of them to just be like, and you
Take one endless
go to
turn.
the Shadow Realm.
So Moss, you're the only one that hasn't done anything yet since transforming. What's going on there?
Yeah.
What's this absolute
So-
abomination about to do?
So, the archer that was closest to me is now dead.
Is now dead.
Nothing else close by.
Assault your problem.
I'm going to position myself to do these entangled roots against somewhere far range. I'm thinking the things that are coming towards Aldrindra.
Elendril.
Yeah, Elandril.
Elendril. Elendril.
So imagine Elendril's at the
Um,
center, and everything's kind of closing in on him. Everything's in close
Right,
range.
right.
So you're at far range from them, though. And you're at very
Right, so
far
I'm
range
going-
from Vil, who's on the other side. You're basically flanking the middle.
I will become I will become back to my normal appearance when I do this. But I will do a spellcast roll. So we're going to do instinct. That's probably not going to help.
And that was against
hang on.
which one?
Well, it's going to be whatever one was closest to him.
So there's a knight and 2 warriors around him.
Yeah, 1 second. I feel like an 8's not going to work on any of them. So
Who knows?
Maybe the warriors, because they're probably chumps.
I don't really want to. I guess so. The reason why I'm kind of like hesitant is if it works on one, I can spend a thing to catch another one, and then spend a hope to catch another one. Spend a hope to catch another one. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, I'm not really sure how to do this exactly, but I feel like 8's not going to be good enough. But then I can spend all 3 hope and catch one.
I see. I will tell you, 8 isn't high enough to hit the ones.
Yeah,
that
I
are there.
figured.
Yeah.
I figured. So I'm just going to spend 3 hope, which is what I have, and catch one.
Okay. Which one?
The one that's closest to him.
Well, there's 3 like right on top of him. They're basically going to town on him. So it's a 2 knight, one
that
knight,
looks
and
like
2 warriors.
Let's go with the knot, I guess.
So success. Roots and vines reach out from the ground, dealing 1d8, straining the target.
Oh,
okay.
you still
So
have fear, though. You still
I
have
s-
fear from that.
no. So you rolled
It's
with
just a
hope.
success.
So you get the
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah, but I'm changing it to a success by spending 3 hope, and it is a success with fear.
I see. Oh, I see. That was some different
Interesting.
ability than what I thought. Okay. So I will take that fear. And then give me a 1d8 then. Four. That will be a minor wound on the knight. And since you rolled with fear, it's back to me. There is still one knight over with Vil. That will be the first one that attacks. 12.
Misses.
12 misses. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, just wait. I'm about to be your worst nightmare in a minute. I'm about to
Fear.
pull a Nozak on you.
I'm going to spend a fear to...
It could be your angle or your devil.
I'm going to spend a fear to spotlight the other knight who's going to attack Elendril. That was a natural 20. That was a crit.
Oh, fuck off.
This is
That's what I
You're
got.
gonna kill this girl's father before we even find her.
this is going to hurt. Not going to lie.
Usually what happens in
No, it's not.
RPGs.
Pain is in the mind.
So you take...
Pain
it's
is
not-
absolutely
Penis in the
everywhere.
mind?
it could be worse.
Yeah,
take
he's got a
18
headache.
18 points of physical damage.
Yeah, that's a severe.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh,
You might want to knock that down, buddy.
You can only knock it
ow.
down one.
Yeah,
As this
I will
thing
do that.
raises
I don't
its
know what your health situation is, but
both
good.
hands with the sword and just brings it down on top of you. As you feel it slash through you, everybody within close range lose a hope, and I gain a fear.
Fuck.
is that me?
Well, hold on a second. Wait. I want to burn my one of my prayer dice to prevent 4 damage to him.
Okay. Will that help? Will that knock it down to a minor?
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yes.
For a major.
That's what I meant,
Yeah.
yes. Will that mark it down to a major? So you'd get 1 HP back. You'd get 1 health back.
Or
Would taking 4 damage off be enough to drop it out of severe?
yeah.
Okay. So what does that look like then, Rolf? What does your ability look like?
So you see me just like kind of close my eyes for a second, and then I hold out my hand, and like a little shield just kind of glows in front of him, and kind of deflects the blow away a bit.
Okay. So you would take 4 less, which would mean you would take a major instead of severe. Okay. So just if you'd already marked
And I spent an armor to reduce it to.
Okay. So 1
for-
armor, 1 health is what you took.
Mhm.
Perfect. Okay. Let's see. I still got a decent amount of fear, and I just got 1 back.
Puppy!
I'm going to spend... So everybody's in close range. I'm going to send a group of the dredges are going to make their way towards... Let's see. Vesper hasn't had any action.
Excuse me?
That's a 0. That's literally a 0. They're all coming at you.
Vesper gets no
guess that was it,
bitches.
I said you haven't had any action. is what I
Vesper's
said.
maidenless.
I know. You gotta. Yeah, Vesper is maidenless as shit, dog. You've just called this woman out. Holy hell, Wolf. I know that's not
So
what
wrong.
you meant,
But
but
so
it
wrong,
sounded
Wolf.
like that.
So wrong,
like-
Wolf.
Does an 11 hit you, Vesper?
11 is my number.
Okay. So I will spend a fear as 5 of these things, 5 of them kind of start to come up towards you, all kind of circling around you, but you manage to dodge away from them just to turn around and find that the other 5 are there. As they just start clawing at you, you will take 5 points of physical damage for that.
Oh, that's
Nice.
like not even. That's like under my minor damage.
So you
I just
take 1
one.
or armor.
Nah,
And
this
then-
is barely an inconvenience for Vesper.
I will spend 1 more to have the warriors take 1 more shot at Elendril. 15.
Does Vesper have more health than
That
Rhea?
hits.
It could be, yeah. Okay. Then I'm passing play back to you all. This is 6 points of physical damage.
Okay.
Dang.
That's enough for Major.
Okay. It's back to you all.
Before
Sorry.
anyone takes an action, I
you
would like
failed
to
that and
drink
Oh,
a
go
minor
ahead.
health potion.
Go for it.
Oh, Christ, what the shit? I just saw the image you put in the chat. Oh, I hate
Yeah.
it.
Very rarely do I get to indulge my
Everything
love
for
for
it.
Dead by Daylight, but that is the dredge we have in the hit game Dead by Daylight.
That's amazing. They need to put
I
that
love
shit in like Alien Isolation or something.
We love the dredge, the manifestation of
Oh.
darkness.
Now I'm curious.
I am
Like
That's
how one
going
looks like an
to-
orifice.
That's gross. All right, Vil, right? What's up?
Yes. I am going to, because I wasn't able to hide, I am going to kind of pull down the belt around like my chest, and I'm going to unleash my wings, and I'm going to start flying.
Okay.
Which means that is fine. And then I am going to, once I've like opened my wings, I realize this is perfect together. I'm going to spend 3 hope to enact my rogue hope.
Okay.
Spending 3 hope increases my evasion by 2 until the next time an attack succeeds against you. Otherwise, this bonus lasts until I next rest.
Love it. Okay.
So I'm going to do that. So my current evasion is going to be +2, which means it's going to be 15 for now.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, and then I am. That's all I'm doing. I'm not going to roll an attack unless somebody else wants to do something as well. But essentially, he's just like getting himself prepared.
Okay. See, now you're catching on because
Okay,
without
I'm
the
on
rolls, you don't run the risk. Go for it.
I'm going to attack.
I'm
Okay,
running.
the knight that is in front of Elendril.
Elendril? Yep.
I'm going to swoop down and smack the crap out of it.
Go for it.
Okay, so let's
Does
start with
he
that.
get any kind of advantage from it being restrained by the vines?
You do. You do get advantage on that. You won't need it, but go ahead and roll the d6 anyway. It won't help. I mean, it doesn't. But you won't need it.
Okay.
21.
Yeah, with 21 definitely hits.
All right,
So go
let's
ahead.
and put it on there.
Watch it
Okay.
be a 6.
And
27. Okay.
I'm going to take 2 stress because I'm fearless and make that a hope instead of a fear.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Well done.
To give myself a hope.
I'll take that back.
And I'm also going to use my domain ability.
Okay.
Okay, on my domain ability, I can knock him back close from away from him.
Okay. Yeah, you said that, and then Moss hit that. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about?
And it adds an additional d6. And then I'm going to spend the hope that I got to use my aerial attack, which also adds a d8.
Do it. So that's a d8, a d6, and a
Oh,
d8.
yeah.
You know that?
Yep, 2 d8 and a d6.
Right.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
3 ones
Plus
for the
1.
lols.
Come on, give me
3
some
ones, yeah, watch it.
3 ones for the lols.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
15. Okay, 15 damage. That
Nice.
is
So 16 damage.
that is its major. So it will take
16.
3.
I have plus 1.
Yeah. It's still it's severe. It takes 3 HP. And you're knocking it back to far range, is that what you said? Is that what the forceful push does?
Yeah, it knocks it.
What does that look like?
Yes. So I fling down and I come down and just like come across and there's just like a glow that comes behind it, and I just like literally fly straight into him and shove him back away from Elendril and just fly back up,
Nice.
knocking him down hopefully. But hey.
As he flies back, he kind of like lands and rolls a little bit. The helmet that he's wearing tumbles off as you just swoop back into the air. I am going to spend a fear to interrupt because this is what I do.
What is vulnerable? What is vulnerable?
You have advantage.
What does vulnerable mean?
They advantage basically. So if someone's vulnerable, you have advantage against them. Or if you're vulnerable, I have advantage against you.
Okay, with that knockback, I can also make them vulnerable.
Perfect. I'll put
So
that.
I'd like to make them vulnerable. I spend a hope to do that.
Amazing. Okay. Okay. I can't remember if this hits you. Does a 15 hit you, Elendril?
Yeah, that does.
Okay.
Ah,
The rest of you,
Oh, no.
as you're watching, the rest of you, all of this is unfolding. Something catches your eye as someone is sprinting full force out of the trees. The shining blade drawn. As they run in, and Elendril, you're kind of surrounded. Your back is to this person. As they come in and they just take their sword and ram it through you. You're going to take... I probably should roll the damage first. 16 points of physical damage.
Can I also turn to see who this is, like over my shoulder as they're fucking
You can.
impaling me?
You can. They push their sword through you, 16 points of damage. As you turn around, you see this obviously dead person, but they're not as skeletal as the rest of them. They have very gaunt features. They still have skin that looks like they have small patches of decay. But for the most part, they just look like a very gaunt woman. A teenager, perhaps. With actually still has their hair braided back in it's like a fiery red and brilliant purple eyes as their sword is in between you, like in your flesh. They whisper to you, "You've done enough damage. Stop killing my people," as they pull the sword out of you. Are you still okay? Like, what's your HP at?
So I did take the health potion, which put me
All
back
right.
up to full, but that attack was enough to cut my health in half.
Perfect.
And I think
What's
seeing
what was your
someone,
threshold? What's your threshold at? What's your upper threshold?
my severe
If
is
it's
12.
only 3 points, would it drop it? So that would be enough to bring it
no.
down.
No.
No, because he
No,
took like
'cause it was 16.
16 damage.
Okay.
Um,
Right.
I think seeing someone who not only can speak, even though they seem to be dead, but like maybe
Oh,
kind
man.
of matches a familiar description. As this blade is pulled from my back, I probably turn to face this person and like, Ka, are you
As you go to
you
fall,
Rebecca?
she grabs you by the collar as you're falling down and pulls you back up until she's like face to face with you. And when she's this close, you can get that scent of death off of her. Why do you call me that?
My daughter said she met someone beyond the light. She called Rebecca.
She lets go of you
I've never.
and catches you as you fall. Continue to talk.
I've never met another person beyond the light. It just seems like it makes sense.
She holds up her hand. Stand down. You see that the skeletons kind of look around confused for a minute and then slowly start lowering their weapons. Play does return to you all, though. So it's up to you. What are you doing?
I want to know what the fuck this is. I want to see if I can figure out what the fuck this is.
Okay.
Yeah, I also want to have a look.
This is some White Walker shit. She's controlling the goddamn skeletons.
What are you wanting
Look.
to do? Like, you guys, are you wanting to engage with them in a conversational manner, or what
yeah,
is...
Oh yes, I want to rack my brain so that I know what I'm dealing with before I start.
Okay. Knowledge
I feel
roll.
like in my study of the holy, I have also studied quite a bit of what is considered the unholy.
You have, probably. Give me a knowledge roll, and we'll see exactly how much you've studied.
Can I also make a knowledge roll, less about study, but on the idea that I've been a mercenary for at least 5 years and I know a battlefield when I see it? Would I be able to, like, run that knowledge of just, like, noticing everything stop so something is going on?
Sure.
Or do you think... Yeah?
No.
Okay.
I think that tracks with me.
I also have another question.
I'm still 14 years old, by the way.
That's fair. Gonna take that fear. What was your other question?
Well, actually, I have two questions now. Does the well-read feature of Loreborn work here? Roles involving history, culture, or politics of a person or place?
Sure.
That gives me advantage. And
okay, so roll a d6.
Question 2, my experience of theological scholar.
Sure. Do you have a hope to spend?
I'd have multiple.
So spend a hope, give me a d6, and you'll add the d6 plus 2 to your roll.
Come on, 6.
2, 4. So it does take you to a 14.
14.
Total. That is not enough to really know what's going on here without further investigation.
Fuck me running. Get off the fucking desk.
So my question here now is, do we continue to attack, or are we all standing down for a minute? The skeletal forces seem to have stopped.
If they're not fighting us, I don't think I'm gonna fight them. They're
I'm
fucking
going
scary,
to stand down and pod.
Okay. Give me your finesse roll.
I think I'm probably going to
Fear
do the same
start.
thing.
Okay.
I'll, like, fly backwards into the trees. Into the darkness.
16 succeeds, but I get a fear. I'll need a finesse
You're
roll
like
from
the
you too,
Homer
Bill.
Simpson going into the bushes meme.
Yeah,
Kind of. Oh my
23.
god, fuck me, this game.
definitely, but I also get a fear from that.
That's
And
right.
the only one
I'm,
Go ahead, sorry.
You're killing it. You
yeah,
are
no,
Homer
just-
Simpson in the bushes.
Yeah, literally, just like while he's like standing there, just like floating, like 6 feet, he's just like disappears into the treetops.
The only one I haven't heard from is Rolf. What are you doing? Oh, the music kind of dramatically stopped right when I asked him that.
I don't know, Rolf. What are you doing? You dramatic motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm still like just kind of like floating in the air, and I kind of move over to where above where she's at.
Okay.
I'm keeping a very close eye on her if she's told them to stand down.
Okay.
But I don't want to jeopardize the child.
Okay.
That's the first priority here.
So we're entering into a parlay of sorts. Is that what I'm hearing?
Pretty much.
Mhm.
Good. This scene won't go to waste
My
then.
t-shirt says, sorry, not sorry.
So, there's a moment of calm, tension that comes over. As the figure in front of you just kind of takes a step back. You're Aurelia's father.
Yes. I'm Elendril. Do you know where she is? Is she safe?
Of course, she's safe. She's hiding at the... Aurelia!
Why?
At this point, you see a little tiny head kind of pop around from one of the trees. Daddy? And she like runs over to you as you're kind of bleeding all over the place.
Yeah. Got like a hand on the wound. I think I try to kind of like not rudely shove past, but just like obviously I'm trying to go to my kid, so I try to kind of push past Rebecca and like
Rebecca
go in
steps
for a hug.
aside. Rebecca steps aside as she runs to you. What are you doing out here?
I came looking for you. What are you doing out here?
I had to follow Rebecca. She needs our help. Rebecca looks at you. I was bringing her home to you. She followed me out one day. At this point, the skeletal knight that you like had knocked down raises his head. I would have said something, but they started shooting. I thought they were part of the hunting parties that have been slaying us. Rebecca. Rebecca looks back at you. Forgive us. We face many dangers here, and I'm sad to say from your kind as well. I did not know who you were.
I made the same mistake. I didn't think anyone lived out here.
No one does. It's just us.
What are you?
My family has lived on this land for longer than some of the races you know were born. I'm older than I look. I don't know the full story, but at one point, long ago, our land here was cursed, such that anything that dies among these trees is forbidden from moving on to the Warden's gates. It is a constant cycle of death and reanimation in these withering corpses. That is why my people have been attempting to find a way into your settlement. There's something out here among the trees that hunts us. Your settlement keeps us at bay, but also keeps us in danger, and the dark times are coming. I made the mistake of mentioning this to your daughter. I did not think she would take it upon herself to follow me. I am sorry.
He's always been headstrong.
I never meant to put her in any danger.
No, of course.
This is a lot better than the Revenant I was expecting, so... Now, if I had asked the sort of question of what are you, I would have gotten scolded for it.
I think it's all in your tone, dear.
Next to you,
I like this look.
Elendril. Next to you, Elendril, you're just gonna watch as like this healing potion just kind of drops and lands next to you in the snow. I've made my way around, and I'm still in the shadows, but I'm like just flying above it and just drop my healing potion next to him.
Meanwhile, over in the sand, over in the snow, the skeletal knight is still struggling. Can someone cut these, please? As he's like trying to force himself out of the vines that still have him restrained.
I feel like I'll stand up and dispel them.
Okay.
And say, do you know what's hunting you?
We don't.
Because I thought you were hunting us.
No. I think that's probably a common misunderstanding between our people. We don't know. We just call it the shadow. You can't see it. It lurks in the night. It strikes in the darkness. And it has this... It's hard to describe what it does to us. Our souls are forbidden from leaving these bodies, but somehow it feasts on them. Have you ever heard a soul scream?
Only once.
It's a sound you never forget.
No.
I'll look at Oogie.
I sympathize with this woman. She kind
I'm
of looks
sorry.
around. We're unable to make any settlements up here. We have to stay on the move. We're safer in numbers, but if we congregate and get comfortable, it's like picking us off one by one is easier for it. We've been doing this for so long. We just want free. But we can't get past your light. Is there anything you can do to help us?
If we put out the lot, though, won't it also allow the shadow to come?
It likely
That's
would.
not happening.
Can we kill the shadow creature?
Can we
I
take a
don't know.
long way round?
The way that it's structured, you guys, there's only one way off of here. There's only one way off of this continent you're on, and that is the one port that you all have very carefully made sure to guard from your town to the port. There are enchanted lights all along the way.
There is no long way round.
No. Please,
What if we did the
Please,
opposite?
I don't think that we could possibly let out the lot just
Well,
for your
No,
people.
that will put everyone in danger. That will put everyone in danger if we do that.
For the rest
Can
of
we
the
destroy
world.
this shadow creature? Vesper, what do you think? Know anything about shadow creatures?
Do I know anything about shadow creatures?
give me your knowledge roll.
Come on, knowledge person.
Is that another thing about which I might have advantage?
Not on not on this, because this is not something that seems to fall within the realm of the religious studies you've done, unfortunately.
That's fair. I don't know if well read would work here. No.
Oh,
That is pretty low.
You
It was
got
almost
hope?
a crit.
You got hope. There's
Thanks.
not much that she's given you to go on. They don't seem to really know the source or status of this entity. I don't know if it can be killed. We've barely even ever seen it. It just strikes. The screaming happens, and then it fades away. We do have a small camp nearby, but we can only stay there for a couple hours at a time before we move on. This was the forward scout on their way back that ran into you. The knight again. Yeah, again, sorry for the misunderstanding. I got a little carried away with the arrows flying and
you were protecting your own. We would all do the same.
Although I think it would do a lot of people better in general to just use their words. We're all capable of speech.
That's true.
Let's just bring up the fact of, you know, without sounding rude, you don't look like entities we would regularly interact with, and you know,
Yeah, that's fair.
We're both on the same side here. You know, game sees game.
No, but if I saw them and they started speaking, then I might at least be inclined to hear them out, because that's not someone I wouldn't have thought that they would, or if they could, that they
Didn't
would
really
care
give
to.
them a chance.
I have a feeling deep down, Vesper, if you saw one of them talk to you, you would shit your pants.
I don't think I
So,
would. I
Perhaps
think you.
maybe I understand about speaking with
Hey, purely
untoned
academic view of these things.
horrors that people have to experience every day, and yet still love them. What do you call your people?
We call ourselves the Everlasting.
Well, Everlasting, may your people at least let's start communication with our people. If people understood each other, it's at least a starting chance to your salvation and perhaps ours.
Put together a small army. That rate.
Aurelia tugs on your jacket. We're gonna help them, right, Daddy? We have to help them.
I would very much like to. Yes, darling. Anything we can do, I would be glad to offer. They kept you safe, and obviously, Rebecca means a lot to you. I don't think I could bring myself to just abandon them, but what can we do? This is beyond the scope of my knowledge. How do we help?
We can study. We can learn.
Be a start, I think.
I write really fast. I'm sure we could do some sort
You're a little
of
quiet. I
exchange.
can't hear you.
No, I started talking real quiet. I
What
write really
if-
fast. I'm sure we could do some sort of figure out some sort of exchange.
What if you move your camp to the outskirts of the town for the next few days at least? That way, you're nearby. If there's an attack, we are close at hand to help, and we can begin to work towards a solution together.
You would
And
be able to convince your kind to work with
Yeah,
ours.
I'm gonna be a bit cynical for a second. Do you think the
Yes.
town, your town, is gonna help?
if these are people,
They're sapient
No, I-
beings. They're no different than
Uh,
us.
exactly.
Honestly, if I tell them we're going to help them, then we will help them.
That's also true.
My word carries a lot of weight.
People are kind of legally bound to do what he says.
More than that, he's a figurehead of our community. Rolf's word carries weight.
I can't thank you all enough. I can't, and I'm sorry for unintentionally putting your daughter in harm's way. I never intended that. She was just the
I
only
forgive
one
you.
that would talk to us. I tried not to, but it was so nice to have someone to listen.
Rebecca,
Yes.
what does your people know about the Everlot? Who controls it?
We know
We've
nothing.
only been known that it keeps horrors at bay.
It depends. It seems that whoever put the enchantment on us put the enchantment on the flame views us as horrors. The enchantment seems to work on
But
us as well. And to be honest, I don't necessarily blame you. But I have to think of my people too, and I can't let them live like this anymore. We are desperate and we need help.
I want to reach out to her hand and take it and just let her know that I want to help her too.
Oogie speaks to you. I want to help, also if I can.
You always do.
She squeezes your hand, and then it goes really tight for a second. She starts squeezing it harder, and her eyes go wide. It's coming. I can feel it. Her eyes flash to yours. It's not coming, it's here. The skeleton that just got up, that was bound to the ground, you see just gets grabbed and sucked back away into the darkness. There's some crunching sound, and then this horrible scream goes up. She drops your
I
hand.
pick up Aurelia immediately.
We have to go. So, here's the choice you have in front of you. There are two paths that you can go. You can head with Rebecca back to the camp. You would have their reinforcements, and then you could make a stand against this thing. Or you could go the further distance and run back towards the light.
And just fuck them.
That is your choices. I'm going to put 2 additional trackers on here. You have I'm just going to call it a doom tracker, because it sounds scary.
Oh, I like that the thing is called It's Here.
And then
It's
the
here.
other tracker is going to be your flea tracker. And that number is going to vary depending on which way you go.
Oh,
And then we're going to experience Daggerheart counters, the countdowns. It's going to be great. Rebecca drops your hand. Our camp is close. With numbers, sometimes we can fend it off, but Aurelia looks up
we
at
would
you.
also be leading it straight to your camp, though, and everyone else.
Our camp moves daily. Aurelia says, we're going to help them, right, Daddy? We're not going to leave them, are we? The choice, though, is yours. Which way do you all want to pursue?
I say we help them, but I feel like either way is doomed. So, whatever.
That's 1 vote for helping.
Run for our lives. Help the people.
Michael has ideas, but Vil does not.
I like how some of you seem visibly torn by this decision, and that makes me happy.
I would love to be
I'm
torn by
not.
this decision, but I have a criminal on the desk.
I mean, I guess I get that there's a child here and we want to make sure to save her. That was the first objective.
That is our point here: is to save your daughter, Elendril.
But just so you know, with full clarity, what decision you're making, the town is a bit further. A straight out flee from this thing to the town will be a little bit trickier. But if you make it, there's safety at the end. Guaranteed safety.
So you're saying we can? You're saying we can go to their camp and fight to the death, or we can try to get back to the light and fight to the death on the way.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
that's what I think.
But if you make it
that
back,
sounds like what our options are.
if you make it back to the light, there's no fight at the end of that.
It's an F there, a big F, I think. It's 2 hours back.
How tall is the kid? Is it like a toddler?
No, she's
Like
10.
5 or 6?
She's a
Yeah, she's
10-year-old elf, so mature-wise, she's a little bit younger, but yeah, she's 10, so
Okay.
she's decently tall.
So I can't just pick it up and fuck off back to town.
Oh, I'm already
Um,
carrying her. Like, I've
yeah,
got
yeah.
her, like,
Yeah.
she's up on my shoulders, kind of piggyback style.
I like
Like,
Alindra.
wherever we're going,
Pick her up and fly her back to town.
Alindra, you seem conflicted. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I want to get my daughter back to the safety of the town, but I don't want to abandon these people. And if we go back to the town, we can't, like, even if Rebecca and this other like even if they were to come with us, they wouldn't be able to cross the boundary of the light. They'd be stuck outside the town and die anyway.
Yep.
I take it you're not a parent.
And then adding on to another one to make the decision harder is if you decide to go back to the town and abandon them, who's to say that they're going to let us run?
Yeah, are you making another enemy then?
I doubt we'd make it back to town anyway. It's 2 hours, and you just see how fast that thing moves? If we even try to get back to town, it's going to pick us off one by one over the next probably 30 minutes, not even 2 hours. So I suggest we go where there's a lot of people, sacrifice them. Sorry, I didn't say that. There's a lot of people and fight as a group against this thing.
Jannsik, we can fly. We fly.
How do you know this thing doesn't?
I know. If worse comes to worse, we fly up and leave.
Less tracks for us. Hey, you're paying me as far as I'm
But I
concerned.
guarantee that he's taken into account that we can fly.
I'm sorry, he's paying you. That's not the point of the matter right now. But
Wait.
I'll ask you later about it. I've jotted it down.
That's fine.
Oh, God. I'm going to need an
If
answer.
we
Child.
I think the internal conflict that I'm having is a personal one as a player, and I think that Elendril would not care about leaving these poor people to their fate. He wants to get his daughter back to the safety
Okay.
of Hearth's End.
So you're going
That
to...
is my vote.
And I would agree with you. But there's less of a chance that she's going to survive to get back to town than if we go and fight as a group.
Now, you all can run in different directions.
Because if we go, that's true. We could all run in different directions, but I think this thing moves fast and it's going to pick us off one by one. And that's a 2-hour journey back.
But perhaps he could make it there if we made a stand.
We could send him back with her.
Fall to a glorious death to save the child.
I'm going to be honest. This decision has wrecked you all so much. It's making me so happy. Like
Them.
this is
It's wrecked them.
this is the kind of stuff that I live for. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, because you don't have to make this decision as a group. This is happening. I'm going to start. I'm going to go to Elendril last. I'm going to start with Vil. Which way are you going?
I'm being paid by Elendril.
Okay.
So I half do what he says. If he says take the child and go back,
Okay.
I'm nagging the child and I am fucking off back to town as fast as I can fly.
Fair enough.
If he
Okay.
says we stand and attack, then I'm keeping the child in the shadows and I'm gonna be a creepy shadow stalker motherfucker and stab a bitch.
Okay, I love it. So we'll wait for Elendril's on yours. Vesper, what would your thought be to do?
I think I want to try to fight the creature.
Okay.
To for a number of reasons, not the least of which is she wants to see it up close.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, so you would not run at all? You'd want to stand here and fight it? Or would you try to go back to get the reinforcements?
I'd probably go back to get the reinforcements. Okay. It would be lovely to have an army, but to yeah.
Sure. Okay. Moss.
Alright, sounds like most of the party is already running. So even though she's going to talk a big game, she sees the rest of her party leaving. She's probably going to leave.
Okay, so you're going to stick with... So you're going to follow the majority. Okay, it's going to come to I'm trying to help you here, Elendra, but you're going to end up having to make this decision. So then I'll ask Rolf, what would your What would your vote be? You muted. You're still muted. Can he hear me?
I'm so muted.
Dramatic, I think.
So, we came out here to find his daughter. Wherever his daughter goes, that's where I'm going to go.
Okay.
I will take her and protect her if needed, and I know him being the father that he is would not go and die knowing his daughter needs him.
Okay. So
he
looks
will
like
be with
we've
his
got
daughter.
3 people. We got 2 people saying they follow Elendril. 1 person saying they follow the majority, and then Vesper has a vested interest, I think, in this. So she would like to go back with the others.
I like
So-
the idea now that you've asked us to try and help, and we've just given you the biggest middle finger.
And I was trying to be nice. Okay,
No,
Elendril.
No, I have an idea. My idea was like we'd be kind of leading it back toward the thing. Hoping that the light would keep it from actually like hurting people, but like as we could be like running back and kind of leading it our way towards the reinforcements and be like, oh my god, townspeople, get your asses in gear and come help us. And then go back in there.
I would completely agree. To go back to town were it not for the fact we're not going to make it back to town.
All right.
We have 2 hours. It took us 2 hours to get here.
It is shit or get off the pot time, Elendril. I need to know what your decision is. Sorry, I tried,
Elendril looks to Rebecca. He just gives her this look, and she will know his mind is settled. I'm sorry. I can't risk her. Come with us. We can try to hold it off at the edge of town, but I have to get Aurelia back to safety.
Understand. Of course, I'll help you get as far as you can. I hope you know what you're doing.
Thank you. Me too.
She turns to the rest of her people. There's no reason for you to do this. Get back to the others, tell them it's found us. It's time to move. I'll see this through. With that, your flea tracker is 12.
Oh boy.
Your doom tracker is at 6.
So did we spend enough time to get a short rest there?
So here's how this works.
Do you want my health potion, buddy?
I love not knowing what's going on. This is great for me.
Here's what happens. We're going to do this as a series of checks. You guys are going to tell me what you're doing, how you're fighting this thing off as you're making your way back to town. The roll results will tick down these trackers. If you manage to tick down the flea tracker before the doom tracker, you've made it to town safely. If the doom tracker hits 0 first, the thing is upon you and bad shit will happen.
The thing is upon you. It is in the room.
As a Wayfinder, my subclass, I have a feature called Path Forward. When I'm traveling to a place I've previously visited, or I carry an object that has been at the location before, I can identify the shortest, most direct path to our destination. So I think immediately I kind of maybe surveil the surroundings, look up at the sky to maybe get a gauge of the stars, the moon, position, and head directly straight back towards town, leading the group.
Here's what I'll do with that. Give me, that would be, let's see, navigate. Give me an instinct roll, you'll have advantage.
I just had this idea when you said to a place you've been or something, holding something from that town. You're looking at your daughter like, tell me where to go! What do I do?
Do you remember the way back?
I just scared my kitten with that.
Okay. So an instinct, 14. Go ahead and roll me advantage. 5.
Ooh, nice.
19
So that is a total of 19 with hope. That is a success with hope. The consequence timer does not tip down with that. The flea tracker will
Hell
trip
yeah.
down 2.
Yes.
As you're running, as you're fleeing through the woods, you can hear this thing just... At first, when you get away, you start to hear the screams as another 1 or 2 of the skeletal creatures get picked off. And she wasn't kidding. The scream that a soul makes as it's being obliterated chills you to your very core. But you know where you're going. You have a direct path. You know this route. And you start to run. Who's next? What are you doing to help with this endeavor?
What?
I have a thing that I can do. I have a thing that might be useful.
Let's hear it.
I can make a big ass fog cloud.
Okay.
Mysterious mist. I can make a spellcast roll and I can cast a temporary thick fog that gathers in a stationary area. The fog heavily obscures the area and anything within it. I assume that means if we're on the other side of it too, that like it's like a bunch of fucking mist.
Only
Like,
one way to
it
find out.
possibly
Let's have your
obscure us.
spellcast roll.
Yeah. I said, yeah.
That is a
Yeah.
15. That is a
The number in
success.
parentheses was 13. So
Success with fear. That will tick down both trackers by 1.
none of those
Okay.
numbers was a 7.
None of them were a 7, unfortunately.
Truly
And then-
sad.
I'll get a fear for that.
Don't you have the Furnace ability where you can pay to stress and switch into a hope?
2 stress?
I think that's what it is.
That's,
Let me
that's
look real
more
quick.
than 1 stress.
That's so many.
More than
What happens
That's-
if you get a bunch of stress? I've never figured that out.
If you're full on
You have a
stress,
panic attack.
if you're full on
You're
stress,
vulnerable.
you're vulnerable. And then if you take any more stress, it turns into HP. It starts taking away your HP if you take more stress after that.
You literally take emotional damage in this
Yeah.
game. That's fucking brilliant.
You can die from it.
Emotional
You
damage.
can die from
Honestly,
emotional damage. Oh, I need to play this game more. Okay,
Honestly,
I'm
this
clicking
is a
in
one-
Wolf.
But our fleet
This is
tracker
a-
would go up and he a doom jumper would not.
I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like
true.
I'm gonna change I'm gonna use that ability. Thank you, Jannsik, because I completely forgot about that.
Okay. So that changes that to a success with hope, and I will take that fear away. As you make this fog cloud, there's a moment to where instead of the cold mist, you're surrounded by this warmer cloud of fog. And you feel yourself making a little bit of progress away from this thing until a face forms in it. And so you can just see these
Okay.
kind of like what we're looking at in the screen here, just this shadow form within the mist that then flies out and disappears.
Can I
once
use
it's-
intimidation?
I hadn't even noticed.
Can I
that.
use intimidation when I say it? I will
yeah.
use strength with intimidation.
You can use strength for the intimidation. It will be at disadvantage.
Strength intimidation.
I have advantage because I'm an Infernus.
Okay, so they'll cancel out. It'll be a straight roll then. It's not really afraid of you guys.
No.
Not fair.
What?
So it'll cancel out. Straight intimidation roll.
Alright. And I'm going to use my piercing gaze to add +2 to my intimidation.
You can do that. Spend the hope.
All right. How do I just roll? Should I just click on the
Just click on
ability for
strength. Yeah.
strength?
7
Oh, that's so terrible.
plus 2 is 9.
9 +2 is 9.
That is a failure, but it is a failure with hope. So your doom tracker will tick down 2. As you see this thing, you look at it. Your eyes like narrow at it. And then this chill passes over you as you see this thing staring back at you. Its eyes linger. And for the first time, you're scared. I'm going to spend a fear, and you take a stress.
Spoopy.
Who's next?
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 hope, and I'm not going to take a stress.
Okay.
Did you
we
hear me?
started.
I did, yeah.
We've started moving, yeah.
I spent
So
2
we've-
hope for
we've
nuh-uh.
started running. Okay.
So
I am going to.
you guys have been running for quite a while. So it started at a 12. You guys are down to an 8. So you're closing in on the halfway mark.
Are we running in just one direction? Like just booking it?
Essentially, yeah, because he used his ability to find the most direct path.
Okay. Can I perhaps, because you know what I'm like in tabletop games, can I strike a deal with you, Wolf?
Probably not, but let's see.
Probably not. So we have a max of 6 stress,
Yes.
and then we start taking damage after that.
Yes.
My ability Shadow Stepper marks a stress to disappear and reappear within far range, stuff like that. Would I be able to mark a bunch of stress, probably lose some health doing it? But if we're running in one direction, am I able to kind of try and figure something out to be able to like reappear in far range down the track to kind of like give a little bit of a lead, or to look into things, or to help with like markings in the snow to try and keep us on track?
You can. Yeah. I mean, you don't, that's not much of a bargain. So you take your stress.
Okay.
It'll still be, we'll do it one at a time. I mean, because the rolls matter here. So you can definitely mark your stress. That'll let you make the, you're looking for like safe passage, basically, trying to make sure everything.
Basically just trying to like stay ahead far enough to where I'm still like, they can still, well, I mean, when I appear, I'm cloaked and no one can see me when I'm cloaked.
Sure.
But essentially it's like, jumping ahead, doing a quick like line in the snow, nothing's around, jump
marking
ahead,
things. Okay.
line in the snow.
Yeah,
jump
let's
ahead,
do.
Don't do a line. Don't be doing
Instinct.
lines in snow.
doing a line of snow, jump ahead, do a line of snow.
That'll let you do your instinct roll.
Instinct.
We're getting
Okay.
lit up in this game.
The instinct is...
I'm going home!
15.
Hell
That
yeah.
is a
First
success.
one is a success with hope.
So that will tick down your flea tracker by 2.
Okay.
As you keep going ahead, you don't know exactly what's going on at first, Elendril, until you start seeing these markings, and then eventually Vil kind of appears and lets you know. You have to adjust your path a little bit, but you're finding that having him kind of run ahead, clearing some things away, it's making the travel easier. As this thing keeps just barely, it's keeping up with you. It is fast, but you're managing to hold it off. I'm assuming, too, as you're going, that most of you are still shooting off random spells here and there to keep it at bay, or arrows, not just running.
Oh yeah.
But you're managing to do that. You have made it halfway. I am going to spend a fear, though. You all will know. Everyone will take a stress as you're starting to get tired. You've been running full out for half this distance. So everyone will take 1 additional stress. Who's next? You got a Doom Tracker of 4 and a Flea Tracker of 6.
The way
I
these
don't know.
bars look relative to each other.
Doom Tracker's 4, Flea Tracker 6.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just a relative, like, I'm assuming that's 6 out of 12, and then 4 out of, like, 6, but the way the bars look, I'm like, this is why you have to be really careful of scaling and statistics.
That's fair. You know what? I guess I could have... Let's do this.
No, that's fair. Leave it.
I mean, I can just up the Doom Tracker to a max of 12.
I'm using
Boom,
this
there you go.
opportunity to teach our audience something.
I'm just going
Pitfalls
to
of
keep on doing
statistics.
my thing, if that helps with the flea tracker.
Okay. I will need someone else to make the next roll, though.
Yeah.
So
that's
2 people can't make rolls back to back. So who's doing the next action?
Nobody's had any damage, health point damage to them during this scene.
No, not during the sequence. You guys are at the moment of stalemate. You can feel it closing in on you, though. And you still have half the way to go.
I'm not gonna do this, but it would be really funny. But I basically have a mage hand. I'm just imagining, like, bitch slapping the shadow demon with the mage hand.
Oh, well, that's basically what I was about to do, too.
Bitch slap a
yeah.
shadow demon with a mage hand? Fuck yeah.
Essentially, but in a ribbit form.
Okay.
It's still a mage
I
hand.
was just going to be running and get, like, it gets close to me. And I'm going to, just because I want to do this ability, I take my long tongue ability and I mark, actually, do I mark a stress? Yeah, I mark a stress. And I'm going to take, like, a boulder and just wrap it around it and throw it into its maw that's
Love it.
almost at me.
Give me a
And then,
finesse. Finesse roll.
I just want you all to know that I find this absolutely riveting.
I'm going to murder
14.
you, psychic.
14 is a failure, but a failure
I-
with hope. So,
That's a
Let me see.
failure? Damn.
yes. A
I never
failure
got
with
to murder
hope
one of psychic's characters.
picks down the knight's young. Well, not the knight's not actually young, but this
The knight's
tracker
like
is.
middle-aged.
Yeah. A failure with hope will tick this down by 2. As you do this and you whip the boulder at this thing, and it looks like a direct hit, but it's almost like this thing unforms and forms back around the boulder.
Phagocytosed your boulder.
Who hasn't tried anything yet?
I think everybody has that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yes.
back around then. Who wants to take the next action? Keeping in mind, a failure
I'll
with
do
hope
it.
ends this, so no pressure.
May I put...
Yeah, Vesper, you go first.
Do you
I
like?
was
Do you
gonna
guys
say,
like
may I put
knowing?
another fog cloud?
Do you guys like knowing what ifs or no?
What's that supposed to mean? You have to be
Could not
far
have.
more specific with that, my guy.
I think he's
could not
trying to.
Do you want to
Oh,
know? Do you want to know what the tracker was if you'd gone the other way?
well,
No.
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
I'm safe to assume we would have been there by now.
You would have just made it, yeah. So you would have been there.
Yeah. I assumed that because it was closer, that the flea tracker ours started at 12, the other one would have been at 6.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
So, you trying the fog cloud again? That'd be a spellcast roll.
Yeah. Ah, damn it, I keep clicking like half a pixel to the left.
14 is a failure.
How is it? What?
It's
Add to it.
15. The DC
Find a way to add to it. Find a way to add to it.
If you have hope, make sure that you're
I
using your
do.
experience stuffs.
If you can
My
pick an experience
is-
that will let you explain to me how casting a fog cloud against a shadow monster, if you can do it, I will give you your +2.
You did arts and crafts as a kid.
No, I don't think that's going to work.
quite would work. You
Here's what
turn around and
happens.
show the monster a stick figure and there's a sun in the corner and he's like, "Aww."
You all are exhausted. And you're close, you're getting close, but you're not there. As this thing is closing in, you get the feeling that maybe it's been toying with you this entire
Can we
time.
do something?
Not
Can
yet.
we do something?
You can do something in a minute. But right now, I wonder if this will work. Okay. I need you, Epsilon, to roll me a D10.
Oh no.
5. You cast the
Smack back
fog
into the
cloud, and for a moment, you think it's worked again. You stop ever so briefly just to catch your breath. Then you feel something cold on the back of your neck. You're lifted up as the shadows surround you, and your mouth flies open, and this scream, this horrible scream, echoes from your throat as your soul is pulled forth out of your body. Collapsing onto the ground, you fall lifeless as Vesper's soul is consumed by this being. The rest of you continue to run. Every failure from here on out will be a roll to see who dies.
Oh, Lord.
But there is a chance.
So I just rolled myself.
You rolled yourself. So I did
So
it
there's
based
a
on
chance
this.
you could roll Vesper again?
No, because next time we're going to be doing a D4. So I did basically based on the streamer mode. There's 5 of you. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out. Who is picking up the thread here? Who wants to take the next
My fart clouds
action?
were insufficient.
You can still make it.
I'm
If you keep rolling with success, it won't get to kill anyone else.
I'm going to do my shadow step with another stress.
Okay.
Which takes me up to 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my stress to lead the way forward.
Okay.
I am going to spend a hope to add to this roll, because you've been making me roll instinct, I think it is.
Yeah, instinct for like tracking and being aware of things, navigating.
Okay. I would like to... See, I wish it was finesse because I'm so demure. No. I am going to use a hope to use my experience cut and run, which a cut and run is an experience I have from working with the mercs to essentially get in, get out as quickly as I can. I'm going to use that experience on this roll to essentially hasten my movements now that one of us is out, to essentially literally just jump, slash, and go.
Okay.
So I'm not stopping to make a full mark, but we know that I'm making lines in the snow now.
I will let you use finesse for that, because this is more about being quick and trying to get from place to place instead of you've already done the roll to know what you're trying to do, what you're looking for. I'll let you use finesse here, and your experience.
Okay, and the experience. Okay, so I do that. So that is going to be a finesse, which is +2. And cut and run is another +2, so that makes it 18.
So that is a success with hope, right?
Yes.
That will tick down your flea tracker by 2. The sight and sound of Vesper's soul being sucked out and destroyed urges you all forward. You are struck with the sense of urgency, and you are so close. You are getting so close. I'm going to spend a fear. You all take 1 more stress.
Oh, Jesus. I am now vulnerable.
Who's next? Y'all said you were okay with a little bit more of a deadly game. I asked.
We need to get to town so bad. We need to save the child, and I need to pee so bad.
I didn't think my soul would get the bad suck.
I didn't realize while I'm playing D&D, I drink so much liquid. Like, I've downed a 2-liter bottle of fizzy drink, 2 600ml bottles of water.
Jeez.
Well, at least you're hydrated. That's good for you.
I drink a lot, but I'm
going to turn and start a fly back.
Okay.
I'm going to turn and fly back and come across and swing at the thing with my magic axe.
Okay.
And just try to basically, get its attention enough and fly across to kind of give them a little more time.
Okay. That'll be like an attack roll, so make your strength.
Do something to it. Okay. Use my axe to roll?
Yeah. $19.
And I'm gonna take 2 stress to flip that to hope.
Okay. Can you take 2 stress? Do you still have 2 stress to take?
I can.
Okay.
It puts me at 6.
Okay. So that will take this down. That is a success with hope, which will take this down by 2. You are there almost. You can see the light burning. You still got a ways to go. But you are running and you are exhausted. I'm going to spend 2 fear as you all take 2 stress.
Oh,
Those of you that are full take 2 hit points.
Ooh.
That brings me up to 6, and I am vulnerable now as well.
Can
Me too.
mental health.
Can we drink a
No,
potion?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, if you got a potion. If you got
Can
one,
we drink
you
a potion while we're flying?
Yes.
Okay. What is that, a D6?
D4.
+1.
D4?
Yep. So it looks like Elendril or Moss.
So 3.
What are you doing? By the way, in case it wasn't said, you can't use armor against stress damage.
Yeah, I know. I was making a joke about my mental health. My mental health's shit right now.
Well, I feel like it's only fair that we're perhaps one row away from this father-daughter actually making it to safety. So I have to be the one that steps in and says, "There will be no more," and I will do blinding strike onto this foe around us to try to get the escape.
See, I thought you were going to say, so you're going to let him make the roll. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, I considered that, but no. That's not who
Okay.
she is. That's who I am. That's not who she is.
That's fair. Make your spellcast roll. 13. That is a failure.
Can you add anything to it?
Please.
Can you add 2?
Oh my
There's
Can you
gotta
add
be
2?
something.
Is there anything you can spellcast?
Roll me a d4.
You practice casting in the shadows?
I don't have any more hope is the problem. So
1. I'm
That's
sorry,
alright.
Rolf.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
Oogie and just like hold him at the end.
As you feel the darkness piling around you, it dissipates for just a moment. And then, Rolf, you feel it around you. The light that you normally live in, the light of the gods, seems to snuff out as this darkness encroaches around you. The last thing you see is the flicker of the Everflame so close, right before the pain racks your body. Your back bends over, breaks, and then you can feel the life leaving you. And just before you close your eyes, you think how nice it will be for you to make it to the Warden's gates and start a new life until you remember that at the end of this, there is no after. Not after this thing gets your soul. The rest of you hear an ear-shattering scream and take 1 stress.
Ugh.
Feel still good?
I love being dead. That means I don't have to freak out anymore.
Now, it seems like, poetically, it is coming down to you.
Our soul's been
Elendril.
destroyed.
Oh my god. Hearing the soul shattering screams of 2 of the companions who risked and ultimately gave up their lives to help me save my daughter. I had probably been running with her over my shoulders, but at this point, scoop her down into my arms and just bear down and run as fast as I possibly can, push every bit of adrenaline and energy that I have remaining to just get within the bounds of town.
Do you have any experiences that would help before we roll this?
I have the experience Cool Under Pressure.
Okay. You can use that. So you'll get +2 to this roll.
Cool.
A success with hope ends this.
Come on,
And
Arthur.
that
You gotta
is-
do this.
Sorry, which kind of roll? Was it agility that I...
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that would likely be agility, yes.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah!
21. That is
Plus
a
2
success.
Oh!
A success with hope.
Oh, Jesus.
That will tick this down, the flea tracker down by 2. As you put your shoulder down, you hold on to the most precious thing in your life as you run. You run as fast and as hard as you can. There's a moment where you think your heart might even explode. You are running so hard and have been for hours. You can feel it, the warmth. It is so close. But at the same time, you can feel the chill of this thing nipping on your heels. And there's a moment where you think it has you. And you look down at your daughter, and she looks up at you, and she is terrified. And she just buries her face into you. And there is a moment where you think to yourself, no, fuck this. It doesn't end like this. And you dig down and find that last bit of strength, and you dive. And then the warmth takes you as you make it into the light of the Everflame, and the thing chasing you slams into what is essentially a magical barrier. The rest of you taking this opportunity, with him being tracked like that, make it into the warmth of the flame as well. Right on the outside, you see this thing just looking in. At this point, others that are in the town have kind of gathered to see what the commotion is, and they can see this creepy, this almost invisible shadow that's just kind of spreading around, forming itself again.
I don't know if this is something that will work, but I think in that moment, seeing that it's repelled by the light and, people are gathering, I think Elendril shouts for somebody to grab like a torch from the flame and bring it to see if we can use the light as a weapon against this thing.
Set your arrows on fire.
You shout for that. Is anybody still alive going to do that before I bring in an NPC?
Is anybody else still alive?
Yeah, you're still alive, and Vil is still alive too.
And Vil are still, yeah.
Much to Wolf's chagrin, I am still alive.
Is it just the tieflings that died?
I think so.
Sadly.
The smoke monster's racist.
You can't say that was because you all rolled it.
No, that's super. I'm not mad. It is funny to think that the smoke monster is inadvertently racist, though.
I am going to, doing it quickly, going to the flame. I am going to kind of pull up some rope. How am I going to do this? Okay. This is going to be convoluted. I'm so sorry.
All he asks you to do is get a stick.
Yeah.
Well,
what I'm going to do is I am going to, whilst running towards the flame, I'm going to pull out my grappling hook and cut off the end of it and wrap some of the rope around the hook part, light that with the fire, so I can use it as like a flail, like a ranged weapon with the torch thing, so that we're in safe distance.
Okay.
To try and do something so we're safe.
Okay. As you bring it towards the thing, swinging it around, it does shy back from that. As it sees you coming, it goes off into the darkness. So you do know, with the Everflame at your side, there is some fear this thing has of it. But in that moment, as it disappears, Elendril, your eyes lock with Rebecca, who, true to her word, saw this through to the end. Her eyes lock with yours. Take care of her, okay? And please, don't forget my... And then at that point, you see the thing come at her. You see her body get twisted her neck it's like cracking to the side. And you hear once again that horrible scream as this thing devours Rebecca. And then, with no prey left, disappears. But you are once again safely back within the light of the Everflame.
In that final moment, I am full eye contact with Rebecca, like hearing her plea, and as I see the shadow come to take her, I fully cover Aurelia, like ears, eyes, fully bury her face in me and protect her from the death of her friend. But in, I guess, solidarity, I maintain that eye contact as the beast takes her.
Her
Will not
words
forget.
echo in your head. There are still those out there that need assistance. And now you know what they're up against. That weighs on you a little bit. Moss, you hear the voice you're so used to. I'm glad you made it.
I'm glad we made it.
I thought I'd lost you.
Never.
Vil, what are you thinking in this moment?
Part of Vil is, he's panicked for the first time on a mission. Like, he's a little depressy spaghetti, a bit stressed, but he's, like, genuinely panicked for the first time, knowing that, like, that was the first time in a long time he's genuinely felt like he could have died then. But he relied on his abilities, his instincts, and he managed to get it all done. But at the same time, he's also still a child, and I feel like he absolutely, out loud, without thinking, just says, well, damn, I'm glad I asked for payment up front.
As the town comes out, both confused and about what happened, but also elated that you somehow managed to actually save your daughter. You're keeping people away from her. She's been through a lot. She needs rest. But there's this bittersweet feeling in the town. You've lost two of your own, two people that have been here a while. One, a huge staple of the community. You now have no representation within the Seraph Council. But you're home. You're safe. And as you're carrying her back to your house, back to bed, where you both need a long, well-deserved nap, she just kind of snuggles into you and says, I'm sorry, Daddy, I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But just Rebecca, she needed help, and she told me not to go. She did, but she needed our help, and I'm so sorry, Daddy. I'm so sorry.
I think she did end up hearing the tieflings die.
It's probably.
It's not your fault. I don't think there's...
We're gonna help them, right? We're gonna help them, right?
Of course, yes. I owe at least that much to Rebecca. I don't know what I would have done if I'd lost you. I'm glad you're all right, Aurelia. I'm glad you're safe.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you. She just starts crying. Like,
I love you.
I love you.
I squeeze her tight.
Oh, you put her down in bed. You tuck her in. And as you're turning to go, she just says, "Oh, Daddy, I forgot. Mom wanted me to tell you she misses you." And that's where we're going to end this one shot.
Fuck you! Oh!
Buddy, happy Halloween, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Have a good night, everybody.
Just as out.